Hello everyone, how y'all doing? This Bitty Ball Mask here. I just got one thing quick to say. I love Minecraft. Even during like the times when it wasn't really popular and stuff to love Minecraft, I still liked it. I kind of kept that to myself for a while, but particularly nowadays, now that Minecraft's becoming like popular again with the 10-year anniversary, and with the two new updates of the aquatics and the village and pillage, I feel that's like the game's really been revived, and it's like it feels kind of new, especially like I play on Bedrock Edition, and compare Bedrock to Minecraft, like Xbox 360 and Xbox One versions I've played for God knows how long. It feels so new and like fresh, and I just love it. However, I would be lying if I was to say that there weren't a few things that I would like to be added, particularly with mobs. So here in no particular order, here are top 10 mobs I think should be added to Minecraft. So our first mob here is going to be the tiger. Now, the reason why I think the tiger is one that could be really important is that it really would spice up both the jungle and also the taiga biomes, because tigers in real life live in both biomes, and they're both kind of lack some kind of like main predatory animal there, if you get what I'm saying. And I think that the tiger's a perfect fit there because it's a solo predator. And one thing that if they're gonna import the tiger, they have to give it some kind of like unique thing where it's like it would have like a pounce thing where it's like if it hits the player from behind, it would do an extra amount of damage there. Tiger's swim speed should be the same as that of polar bears, so it should be able to outswim player pretty easily. But no, that's why I think why we should add the tiger into here. For the next mob here, we are going to transition from the taiga and jungle biome to pretty much really any biome, because the next mob here is one I guarantee you many of you have not thought of. It'd be mercenaries. And now, this is actually one which I'm probably like my favorite of all of these, the one I really want them to bring into this game. Like, it gets me going every time I just think about them. And thinking about mercenaries I was like, so you have the pillagers who are kind of like evil and stuff. So I was thinking mercenaries would be like, they'd be kind of neutral. So you could go and find them, like, in pretty much any biome. They'd have like these small, they have like small camps, I would say. It wouldn't be a full-on village. You might find like campfire, maybe like a couple huts and beds and stuff. And there'd be different tiers of mercenaries. You find some that maybe have like leather and like wooden or stone swords, all the way up to people in like full enchanted diamond armor who have like full like enchanted weapons and bows. They could have like dogs. Just the amount of like options you could do with this here is it makes me happy. And one thing I was thinking would be that so there'd be a mercenary captain. He'd have a banner on him, similar to like how the pillagers would have theirs. But the thing would be you would go and so depending on how high of a tier, it would depend on how much it would cost. And so you would be kind of similar to like taming like a wolf with bones. You'd go and you give the captain emeralds, gold, diamonds, any real valuable stuff. So it'd be probably one of those three. You just do that until pretty much just until he would then you'd see until you got a banner. And then for I haven't quite figured everything out here, but it would be like a certain amount of time that you would be able to have the banner. So you had the banner, the mercenaries just follow you around, kind of like dogs and stuff, and they would defend you from stuff. They'd be able to like fight off pillagers. If you attack someone, they would go and attack them. So it'd be similar to wolves, but the main difference would be that you have a lot of different variety. And if you were to, let's say, kill one of those, you could, like, it'd be kind of the same as, like, killing an armored mob. You could get, like, weapons or swords and stuff. But it'd be pretty difficult to kill some of these at, like, the high levels. And there's just so many options here. You could have, like, ones with, like, magic and potions. This is one I really like. And so it'd be like, yeah, you have a certain amount of time where they'd follow you around and stuff. But other than that, it's like, I feel like that's just this one I just really want. Like, I feel like we should have more, like, characters similar to the players. I kind of don't like the idea. It's kind of cool being like Steve, the only guy, but it's like I feel like it'd be kind of cool if there were other humans and stuff out there. So yeah, so that's probably the main reason I think we should have mercenaries in the game. Now, similar to the last mob, which would be it's not really biome specific, this one is also not biome specific, and this mob would be eagle and or other predatory birds. I just kind of put them as eagle, just save having to make like 20 different ones for them. Because once like how to describe Minecraft added parrots in the jungles, it's kind of cool when you want to have other birds and stuff. I think it'd be cool to have like predatory birds that would like attack you if you didn't, because like there aren't very many flying mobs in this game other than like gas. Pretty much just gas and phantoms, and I'd be like, this bird here would have like 4 hearts or something like that, but it could do some damage to you, and you could like see it like attack stuff here and there. But I mean, this one I think that's pretty cool. I've heard a lot of people talking about, but it's like, I think this would be a good addition to the game. Unlike our last 2 mobs, the next 2 are going to be very biome specific. So for these next 2 biomes, we're going to go take a journey to the savanna biome. Now, so first one we're going to have here would be hyenas. So obviously savanna. Where you think savanna, you think Africa. Hyenas are one like the main things people think of when they think of Africa. So hyenas would be basically hyenas would be kind of like wolves, that they'd be bigger. I'd say they'd be bigger. They wouldn't be tameable. They do a lot more damage too, and they'd be in like packs like anywhere from like 3 to 10, I would say. And they'd obviously they'd be able to do a lot of damage there. So, and hyena's like a one player. I would say hyena probably wouldn't be able to do a whole lot, but you get like 10 of them on there, and they'd be a huge problem having to deal with. So yeah, I think definitely I feel like since the savanna really is one that's like, it's kind of a really lame biome. You don't really get a whole lot there. Mine's like the acacia. I think they're acacia trees. I haven't been to a savanna in a long time to remember enough. Nothing really. There's no reason to go to them. So yes, I think adding a hyena would be there, and they'd probably drop like something similar to leather. So it'd give you another way to get leather besides killing cows, because that's kind of lame. One thing I think one thing I would kind of like about like hyenas and stuff would be, so if you killed like a hyena, unlike wolves where it's like they would just immediately know, it'd be like a hyena would like do a howl thing, which would like summon more hyenas in there. So that would so it'd be like, if you're gonna fight hyenas, you gotta kill them quickly, or else there'd be more and more. Oh, apologize about that. And they'd have to. And then it's like the fight become harder and harder. It'd be a fight you'd want to end quickly. So yeah, that's why I think if you're gonna have savannah biome, you're gonna need to have some like hyenas there. Now this next mob here, it's like I said, last one will be hyenas. You can't have hyenas if you're not gonna have lions. This is for my Lion King fans out there. So lions would be kind of similar. They'd have like, so there'd be 2 different types. There'd be the lioness and the male lions with the manes. I apologize. There's stuff going on in the background here. I apologize if you can hear that. So lions, you have the male lions. Male lions would have around the same stats, I would say, as like tiger, except they don't get swimming benefits. They have this the female lions, on the other hand, would be much faster, but wouldn't do as much damage. Would be faster, have slightly lower health, and wouldn't be able to do as much damage. But it'd be like, so if you had like pride, there'd be 1 male lion and I'd say like 4 or 5 female lions. I haven't thought of all the exact numbers here and there, but it's like that'd be the whole thing, and so having to fight on a whole pride of lions would actually be pretty difficult, because they can actually, even like full diamond armor, the way I think of it is they could be doing a lot of damage. They'd male lions would probably do around the same damage as probably do like 7, 8 damage, around the same as a diamond sword. But they'd be a lot slower. Whereas female lions, on the other hand, would probably do around I'd say like 5 to 6 damage. So that's like around the iron sword there. But the main difference between like lions, and the one thing would be lions and hyenas. If you saw them in the wild, lions would actually try to kill the hyenas, and so it'd be like they would actually try to fight each other here and there. It's one thing I kind of like in Minecraft a bit more. Like, other than wolves attacking sheep, you don't really have like these. You don't really have monsters trying to kill other ones. So, and I think minus also like turtle eggs and stuff. But yeah, that's why I think that's like you need if you're gonna have savannas, you need to have hyenas and lions there, mainly so that way like. And one thing, and lions, so it'd be like one thing about lions would be they wouldn't like want to attack you immediately. If you like, you have to go. Lions wouldn't attack you unless you get within like 10 blocks of them, and they would roar. So you'd hear a roar, like here's a roar if you're within like the vicinity of a lion. So it'd give that away. Pretty much do that. That would kind of like give away. But that kind of that'd give away there's a lion in your area, and you like if you're not geared enough, you wouldn't want to fight them. So yeah, that's why I think we should add lions in here. So for basically our next mob, we're not really taking a journey away from the savannah. We're mainly kind of like this is a mob which I feel that's like I'm surprised I haven't added in Minecraft yet, because it's one of those like that I really wanted to have in Minecraft. It's not like my top ones, but I definitely feel that's one that I would like to see in Minecraft. And this mob would have to be the deer. So so the deer would be just be kind of like I would say the main things deer would just be kind of like something you get food from. You drop venison, which you could cook and do the same as like a cooked pork chop or cooked beef, or not cooked beef, steak. You do around the same as stuff, but the difference between is that you can't breed or tame deer, and the thing is deer if you got would just run away if you get within like 10 blocks. I would say 10 blocks. If you go within 10 blocks of a deer, it's going to run away. And it's gonna deer are way fast, and the deer would be way fast. So you couldn't. So the only other option hunting deer would be using a crossbow or a bow, some kind of ranged weapon. Or even like like trident. So I'd say deer would probably have around like 3 hearts. I'd say slightly more than a chicken, but not quite as much as like a cow or a pig. And if you kill a deer, you obviously get venison, but there'd also be a chance you get antlers. And the thing you could do with antlers, what I like to do is have them put that on a helmet, so that way you could have like an antler helmet, which I think would be pretty cool. And deer would be like depending on which biome you're in that you see the deer, it could be different. You could see like a deer, an antelope, a reindeer. Pretty much it depends what biome you were in. So that's what it's like. I feel like you kind of need to have some kind of like a common animal like throughout all biomes that you can't tame, but it's not like aggressive. It'd be kind of passive animal. So yeah, that's why I think we should probably add. That's why I think deer should be added to the game. So for the next monster here isn't going to be a specific one, be more like a group of them. And in order for me to tell you guys this, we're going to have to take a journey to the Nether. So the Nether overall, just I don't really think has really changed much after they added like castles and stuff. It kind of like it really hasn't changed that much. So this next monster I think should be added to the game would be demons, and there'd be different types of demons. There'd be like low level ones that could like you could one hit. That'd be like 4 hearts. That'd be like range of chicken. Then there'd be ones that'd be like the like boss ones, which I think so Nether castles or something. I feel like they should have like a boss room where it'd be like some big demon which you would have to fight. And so if you kill a demon, there'd be like a small one, and let's say it dropped like some demon powder, and if you get enough of that, you craft it into like a ball or something. If you use that, it would give you like fire immunity. It would give you what was it? Fucking fire resistance for like a minute or so. But like at each level up, you'd get like different things. So like there'd be I think 3 levels, and there'd be like one that's equal to that's one hit. You get like fire immunity for a minute. There'd be a second level, which would be like the equivalent of like a blaze or something. So, and the thing is, each one of these demons you could actually damage with snowballs, which is one thing that's like, I always had more mobs you could damage with snowballs, so I think this would be good. And so this one would drop like something which would give you like fire immunity and like haste or something for like 3 minutes each. It drops something like that, and you could like if you consumed it, that's what it would do. And then it'd be the boss demon, which you would find in like how to describe it. You'd find the boss demon in pretty much any kind of like really cave or something. Not really cave. Find in like the center of like one of these nether fortresses. I don't know why I was saying castle earlier. Find inside one of the nether fortresses, and so then if you draw and let's say you kill that thing, you gain this ball, and essentially it would give you. And then that thing would be better about this would be that's like if you kill, you get you get like get something, and let's say you use it, you would get like how to describe this? You would get like you get speed, haste, and fire resistance. But the thing that I think would be even better than this than just saying, oh, I can just use a potion and not fight this thing. So you get haste, like so speed. You get how to describe this? You get the speed where you run really fast, but you get it at the maximum duration if you were running a bit slower. No, it's kind of hard to explain. I really should some visual thing for this, but it's like you'd have like maximum duration and maximum speed that you could get, which you couldn't get with potions. So I think that's like really the Nether really needs something to kind of spice up, and I think adding in like demons would be something that I think would actually encourage players to go to the Nether more often. So yeah, that's why I think you'd want to add some demons into this game. And now I said last time that I was gonna try to avoid the sea area, but honestly, I thought that this would just be a cool idea that I'd bring it in anyway. So the next mob here, obviously from the sea, would be pirates. And now I'd say they'd be similar to kind of like mercenaries, where it'd be humanoids here. But unlike mercenaries, you couldn't employ their services, and they would just attack you. They'd be on these like large pirate ships, like the ones you've seen sunken, but they'd actually be up on the water. So and obviously they'd attack, and if you were to like let's say kill them all and stuff, then you'd be able to find. And I'd say pirates should actually be pretty difficult, probably like equal to like a player and stuff. I wouldn't say they wouldn't have like high level. They wouldn't really have armor, but they could have like high level weapons. And so if you let's say you finish off, you get to the bottom, you see the treasure, and there could be things like emeralds, iron, gold, diamonds. You can find cool weapons and stuff. So I feel that's like having these things, having pirates up there would actually be kind of cool because like that way when you're out exploring like the ocean and stuff, you can actually like get rewarded for that. You can find like a pirate ship, kill them. It gives you some excitement and stuff. Like you can actually like you can go and explore can actually be beneficial for like you gaining ores and stuff. So that's why I think having pirates in this game would actually like I think would actually be pretty useful there because it would obviously the ocean's already cool and all, but it's like having pirates where it's like you can actually get like loot and stuff. I think would actually encourage people to explore the oceans even more. That way it's like okay, I need like iron and stuff. Oh, a pirate ship. Oh, I'll go kill these pirates and I'll go take the loot here. I think that'd be actually pretty cool. For this mob here, we're gonna go in. We're basically gonna go and leave the ocean and go to the swamps and the rivers. So for this next mob, which I definitely probably not the only one who has suggested this one, it's gonna be the crocodile. Now, the reason I think the crocodile would be useful is because one, swamps really. After they added witch huts, they haven't really done anything with swamps. I feel like having a mob there having like a mob in the water that can actually like one is attack people. Like it could come out of the land too and attack people. And I'd say so I'd probably put like if I were to make this mob, I'd probably put it so when it's like swimming like above the water, you only can see its head, and when it's in water, obviously you can't see it very far unless you're really close to it. And if you are, you're probably gonna be screwed because crocodiles. I would say I'd give crocodiles around the same health as Enderman, like 40 hit points. I think that's what Enderman has. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think that and also in rivers. But one thing that would make kind of unique to the crocodile is that it doesn't spawn in water that's deeper than 3 blocks because like crocodiles are shallow water creatures. So this one would, and it would only spawn in how to describe this, rivers and swamps. And I think that's like because obviously we have drown and stuff, but drown unless it's like raining or nighttime never come out of the water, and they're basically for all sakes just water zombies. So I think having like a crocodile. So I think having crocodiles, like having actual animals in the water that can actually hurt you and will go after you. And let's say like, so if you have a boat going through a swamp, I would say like, crocodile could hit you like 2-3 times and it breaks the boat, and then you have to fight a crocodile in the water. And obviously there can be a lot of crocodiles, so it would make kind of like venturing in the swamps like on water actually. It make you want to like go through water and stuff. Make you want to like change your mind. And let's say you have to like take horses across like a river or something. Crocodiles would go and attack them too. So one thing though I like to see crocodiles. So it's like crocodiles will attack like any animal that really comes near the water. And I would say they'd probably give Crocodiles do slightly more than Diamond Sword, like 10 damage, where they could like instantly kill like a cow, a pig, cow or pig. And one thing that I would actually give them, like that I also make that they would do also is that they would attack. They would attack zombies also. They would attack zombies, not drowned, but zombies that come close to the water. They would attack them. So, which honestly I think is kind of cool, like having like I said, mobs fighting each other. I think would be kind of cool, and then you get to like swoop in and like and break them up. And I just like the idea of mobs fighting each other outside of the player, because obviously you can get skeleton stuff fighting, but it's like I think that's like mobs fight each other without player interference, and skeletons don't fight anything unless they actually shoot them. So yeah, and yeah, so I just think Crocodiles being in the game would really spice up both rivers and the swamps, because they haven't really, other than like having swamps, really haven't gotten that much love recently. So I think that's probably why we should add Crocodiles in there. Now, for the last mob here, we're going to go to the extreme hills and the mountain biome, because the last mob here is the giant. So basically what the giant would be, it'd be something around the same size as an iron golem, maybe a little bit taller, have around the same amount of hit points, but one unique ability it would have would be it could pick up rocks and throw them, and it could also do like a ground pound, similar to the iron golem, which would like which could launch the player up around the same height. So, but one thing which I would think that would do to kind of distinguish the how to describe this, the giant from the iron golem, would be that the giant on rare occasions, which I would kind of like here, is that it could not really on rare occasions, but on like maybe like final wave, something on like with pillagers on raids, they got giants. What the giants would do is they could actually break down walls. So what the giant would do is that it could like it would break a wall, not like blow up, but any wall that's like it's equal to, it could like smash it and put like a 2x2 hole in there, and it basically would be able to put a hole in there, so that way like the pillagers come in, run in and stuff, and what that would do is it would actually make the raids more intense and stuff. So basically it could break any block with the exception of obsidian and bedrock, obviously. But the giant would like spawn naturally in extreme hills and mountain biomes. And it would be a hostile mob, but it wouldn't go and pursue the player. So basically, if the player got more than like 10 blocks away, actually, never mind. Pretty much like it would just be like normal and mob, but it can do a lot of damage. It'd do around the same amount of damage as an iron golem, but it would have the unique ability where it could throw blocks at people. And another thing that'd be kind of unique to like the giant would be that other mobs also would attack it. So like zombies and skeletons would attack it. Zombies and skeletons and spiders would attack it. Not creepers, because that's just kind of annoying having to have the world blown up. But apparently other mobs would attack it too. And it pretty much would attack anything. But it would live on top of mountains, and you'd sometimes find like there'd be like some fortresses or whatever. Or more not a fortress, but like a house you would have where there would be a giant that where you would see like where giants would spawn up there. And it'd be like if you light up the room and stuff, obviously giants won't spawn there. But I think that's like having giant would actually really bring all light to the extreme hills and the mountain biome, especially because like if it can launch you and stuff, you're fighting on mountains and stuff, that'd make it really intense. Because like you try shooting with like bows and stuff, but that takes a lot of arrows. But running up and attacking it full on would just be like kind of suicide there. So I feel that's like it would really kind of like bring up stuff. And I guess one thing would be like if you have a shield or something, the giant wouldn't launch you if you were like, blocking it. So giant couldn't launch if you had a shield, but it's like I think that'd be kind of cool to like see how kind of like bring something else in, bring kind of like new combat in. So it's something similar to an iron golem, but it would obviously like, but also it's a hostile mob. It's not like an iron golem which is neutral to you unless you attack villagers or attack it. This would actually full on like just attack you if like you get too close to it. And I mean, and one thing though I'd kind of love, so like if you go to like Giant's Place or whatever, one thing you could have, they could have like sheep or something. There like sheep and other animals around there. And if so obviously you attack those, you trigger the giant to want to attack you. But I feel that's like that would kind of give some uniqueness in life to like giants and stuff, which I would think would be kind of cool. And I really just like the idea of them tagging along with pillagers. And like, let's say you got a wall, it'd break the wall down, and then the pillagers would come running in. So then it's like, oh crap, now we got another problem. So that would just be because it's like with raids, if you get like a wall around the place, the raid's not gonna do anything to you. But I really just like the idea of like, okay, even if you have a wall, pretty much even like you're not completely safe, and the pillagers can still somehow get in if they have a giant there, which is what I kind of like. I just think it'd be cool. It make raids even more interesting. So yeah, that's why I think we should add giants into this game too. Now, one quick thing, if you agree with me here on these mobs and stuff, yeah, share this video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. But I mean, obviously there are a lot of mobs here that a lot of people want to see added, and obviously I'm not gonna put like a top 2,000 list of mobs who want. So I'm just gonna put a quick like slideshow here, just a bunch of mobs that people have like I've seen people request here. There, if you want to see other mobs, there are lots of videos out here. I'm most certainly not the first one to make a video about this. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Let me just start the montage.
Music Vine.